Alright everybody, we're going to be doing a tier list on the F1 liveries of the season. We're going to be doing it by ranking on a scale from 1 to 10 in 3 different categories. Newness, is it different from last year? Creativity, and overall aesthetic appeal. This does not reflect my opinions of the teams or the drivers themselves, it's just the cars. And you may not agree. Haas. Newness gets a 10. It looks like a different team. Delivery keeps its classic red, white, and black colors while changing up the placement with more of an emphasis on the white. Creativity gets an 8. For some reason, I'm really drawn to the GR on the top-down look, and I know there's no other way they could have done it, but I just think it's neat. Also, the GR stands for Toyota Gazoo Racing. Did you know that, Gazoo? Toyota Gazoo Racing? I didn't know. Gazoo. Anyway, I really like the placement of the sharp red accents, and it looks like a lot of work went into it. Overall aesthetic appeal, I give it an 8. It's a beautiful car with a clean look. This places Haas in the A tier. Aston Martin. Not a lot of people are going to like this one. Newness gets a 2. Placement of the yellow stripes is just the slightest bit different, but that's all. Though they did add a cool ombre effect to the Aramco logo. But overall, they keep their classic look. Nothing wrong with that, but it puts them at a lower score in the newness level. Creativity, 3. Again, it keeps its classic look. The thing that does give it its creativity points is again the little ombre effect on Aramco. Overall aesthetic appeal, I give a 7. I like the classic Aston Martin green, and you know exactly what team it is. In terms of the scoring system of this video, unfortunately, this does place Aston Martin in the D tier. Sorry. McLaren. Newness gets a 5. There was an orange stripe added to the front wing, and a bit of Aston Martin green, and the paint is glossy. They also changed the wheel color to more of a Gemini rainbow rather than the Google Chrome 4 colors, and I gotta admit I like it. Creativity, 8. I've always liked the little black diagonal stripe that goes down the car that matches their suits, although they did change that. The wheels are really where I've always liked the car. It gives them an edge that the other teams don't have. Overall aesthetic appeal is an 8. The car is pretty. B tier. Audi. Newness is obviously going to get a 10. They're under a whole new name, so they've got that edge against other teams. So the livery is completely different. Creativity, 7. It's nothing crazy, but it is clean. And I like how the front half looks like it was dipped in silver paint. Like a blue. B tier. V-carb. I just don't love it. I'm sorry, I never have. Newness is a 2. I actually never noticed that the back half last year had bulls on it, which is cool. But this year is the clean theme, so they changed it to a sharp blue line. I guess they also changed the halo color, and it's glossy. Creativity is a 2. It really looks like they had a car and sponsors just threw up on it. And at least you know who's on track when you see them. Overall aesthetic appeal is a 2. I just don't like it very much. It's just my opinion. V-carb is in the D tier, unfortunately. Ferrari. Newness, 8. They changed it up, giving it more of an old school look by adding more white. Gives Niki Lauda vibes. It looks like they also changed the deeper color red to the more classic Ferrari red. Creativity, I don't know. I'll give it a 7 because they're drawing from old school designs and I think that's pretty cool. Otherwise, there really isn't a whole lot that's really unique about it. Overall aesthetic, I give it a 9. I like it. Ferrari goes in B tier. Alpine! Newness, 1. There's nothing really noticeable that's new about the livery itself. Like maybe slight like placement of the colors, but like minute. Creativity, I don't know, like a 6. I like how they were able to incorporate both colors kind of evenly. I was just trying to put something nice. It's also cool to see a livery with less sharp lines, like on the nose where the pink kind of has a curve. Overall aesthetic. Although the last two got low scores, I'm giving the overall aesthetic a 9. I like the pink and blue, what can I say? This puts Alpine in the C tier. Williams. Newness, I give it a 9. A lot has changed on this car when you look closely. They changed the wing to white, they made the side pods light blue and white, and the wheels are my favorite. They're meant to resemble roulette wheels with Jackpot City around the edge. It's so cool, and then the roulette wheel is going to spin when they drive. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Creativity, Williams gets a 10. Though the Duracell battery isn't new, it's still something that no other team has anything like. This, along with the wheels, gives it kind of that edge against other teams. Overall aesthetic, 10. It's a lovely car. A tier. Very close to S tier. Red Bull. There's no bias here. Newness gets a 10. There's so much different about the car. It's a completely new color, with a dark blue pattern on the inside of that color spelling out Red Bull. The paint is also glossy. The number design is different, and the words Red Bull are outlined in white. I could go on and on about the little detail changes because there are so many of them. Creativity, 10. It's unique from the other teams in that the colors are more blended together in different areas. It also has that little subtle pattern change that's in the blue. Obviously, there's the giant Red Bull on top, which isn't new, but it is creative and it does make the car very identifiable. Overall aesthetic, 10. Beautiful car, S tier. Mercedes. Newness is a 9. They've changed a lot. They took away the smooth silver and black transitions in favor of a silver pattern with a black background. The teal, rather than being a consistent line, is also shaped a little bit differently. And they put the numbers in teal rather than white like last year. Creativity is a 10. Using the silver arrows as a design has always been a cool, unique look to the car. The sharper lines are slightly curved shapes to keep the design in between the full ombre blended look and that fully sharp contrast. There's also a lot of sponsors, but none feel like they're forced in there. They all work with the design, except maybe Microsoft. Overall aesthetic is a 10. A tier. And finally, Cadillac. Newness is a 10. Obviously, they also have that edge like Audi. It's a new car, so there's nothing to compare it to from last year. But besides that, it's unlike any other car we've ever seen. Creativity is a 10. It's a modern yet classic look. They turned the Cadillac logo into a pattern on the side, which creates the different shades of gray that don't transition smoothly from one to another. It's different. But then below that, we do have smoothly transitioning shades. It was cool to include both. I usually think it would be kind of difficult to put both of those in there, but they made it look really cohesive. It works. Overall aesthetic is a 10. Cadillac gets the S tier. So there you have it. The F1 team liveries ranked. The opinions might be a bit controversial, but that's what's great about the liveries, is that they're all gonna appeal to someone. Anyway, I'd love to see what your own rankings would be. Okay, that's all. That's what's great about the liveries, is that they're not gonna appeal to everybody. What? What? Make it great. What was I writing? Oh, that's not what I wrote. That's why. What's beautiful about them is they're all ugly.